think it's so important that when men and women go into college, they are aware of what they're getting themselves into as far as the debts, the risks. You know what I'm saying? These student loans really add up, and it's a lot of things. Like, it's a lot of ways they'll follow you through life, especially if you're not up on it or up on it ahead of time. So, rule number one, you definitely want to research the school that you're looking into, and seeing how much the tuition is going to be. Are you getting financial aid? Do you have student loans? Are you getting grants? Things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? It's different if you're getting like a full ride, but some people like myself can get a couple thousands of dollars to go towards your tuition by the school, but still that doesn't mean that it's completely easy to pay that off. You know what I'm saying? For example, I think they gave me like $2,000 per year, or like per semester, compared to the thousands that I owe. That 2,000 really was like the skin on some teeth. You know what I'm saying? So you just want to keep these things in mind, and then you want to look at, okay, is the school in state or is it out of state? In state definitely costs less than out of state, so keep that in mind as well. You know what I'm saying? And you want to pick a school that you're going to be happy with. You also want to be able to pick a major that you think, or that that you'll be able to profit off of once you graduate. You know what I'm saying? You want to pick a major that is profitable. Nursing is a major that's very profitable. Engineering is a profitable major. Things like maybe an accountant, CPA, these are majors and things that you can study that actually have a higher percentage of, when you graduate, okay, I can land me a solid job and make a well earned income. So keep these things in mind. It's definitely important, because once you graduate, the student loans hit. Like, I think it's like 3 or 6 months that they give you of a grace period, and then the student loans hit. Sally Mae wants her money. She is not playing with you. Like, she is hitting you just how people get hit with child support. Like, think about it like that. And it's no holding back. You know what I'm saying? So, excuse me, you definitely want to be mindful of what you're doing and what you're choosing, what field you're going into, and how much it's going to cost you in the end. You know what I'm saying? Student loan payments can be from they can range a high amount. You know what I'm saying? From like $300 a month type of thing. So I don't think a lot of us students really consider the risk that we're taking when we jump into college and we jump into these things, because then we turn around and then not even use the knowledge that we went to school for in our life, or for the next job that we get, you know what I'm saying, or for the income that we earn to make a living. It's important, and some people go to college for different reasons. I tell people, make sure you go to school for the reasons that you want to go to school for, whether you want to actually go study or you just want to go have fun. Make sure you're considering what's on the back end of that. Them student loans don't go away. They're just not in your face while you're at school. Another thing I would say is, if you can, try to chip at the block while you're in school still. Meaning, if you can make small payments while you're in school on the student loans, even though it's not necessarily required, it would be a big help for you. That way, by the time you get out, you'll have a lesser lump sum to pay. You know what I'm saying? You'll have a less overhead on you once you get out of there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, these student loans are no joke, y'all. So I definitely wanted to get in y'all ear today about the student loans. A friend of mine mentioned it, and so I definitely wanted to touch on it today, because it's been a big thing in my life and many of my peers. You know what I'm saying? I have a lot of friends who went to college and definitely, are in the same boat of, hey, these student loans don't look too nice. And every job isn't, the jobs that we really need, the jobs that we deserve and want, we can't get them. Just because you got a college degree doesn't guarantee you even $20 an hour. Doesn't guarantee you $25 an hour. You know, you got to make sure that you're able to, you know what I'm saying, have an opportunity by the time you get out of school. Another good idea is to make sure, like, by the time you get into your sophomore, junior year, you should be hunting down internships to potentially be involved with. That way, by the time you graduate, maybe you can transition in that internship from an intern into being a full-time employee. That way you can get some motion going. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely things to consider, you know. But as far as these student loans go, make sure that y'all stay on top of them. Have a plan set out, especially if you haven't started school yet. Have a plan. If you're in school already and don't have a plan, start a plan. And if you're out of school and you're about to get hit with them student loans, you need to have a plan already. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes we can't even plan for it. You know, you just got to hope for the best and try to maneuver, make as many phone calls as we can to say, hey, can we do some type of plan on this $50K that I owe y'all, or $100K that I owe y'all, $150K. You know what I'm saying? The numbers are crazy when you, depending what school you go to, and depending how much you owe, depending what grants you had, depending what loans you got. So, you know, it's a big spiral. It's a big spiral, and in some senses, it feels like a setup. it feels like a setup sometimes. So, much love, y'all. I got to get out of here. Got to get into work. But, you know, peace, love, and hair grease. You dig? Like, comment, subscribe, and don't, get into too much student loan debt. Peace.